Anxiety after a breakup. Well, ang anxiety talaga, napupulyot nito yung isip natin, yung damdamin natin, to the point na hindi na tayo nagfa-function ng maayos. Well, ang anxiety, kailangan natin to i-acknowledge to the point na kailangan natin i-express yung feelings natin. Yun lang, kung i-express natin ang ating mga anxiety, number one, gaya nga ng sinasabi ko sa mga previous kong video, you don't have to grieve alone. You have to reach out sa iyong mga support group and talk it out. Kasi very therapeutic na yung mga problema mo ay sasabihin mo sa mga trusted support group mo, trusted friends, trusted family members. And then, very therapeutic yung sasabihin mo yung mga feelings mo. Then, people will validate your feelings. They will give you advice, support. Yung comfort, yung feeling na hindi ka nag-iisa, may dumadamay sa'yo, may nakikinig sa'yo, that's very therapeutic and makakatulong yan sa mabilisan mong healing. You can take advices from them, but you don't have to follow all of their advice. Just listen to them, then introspect, magmuni-muni ka kung alin sa mga advices doon ang makaka-relate ka, kung alin doon yung kayang i-process ng isip mo, damdamin mo, and kaya mong i-actualize or isagawa. So, also, watch out sa mga triggers mo. May mga pangyayari, events, may mga napapanood ka sa movie, naririnig sa mga radyo, sa social media, that can trigger your wounds, emotional wounds, yung mga stress na i-increase or nagpo-provoke o nagtitrigger ng anxiety mo. So, you have to be aware sa mga triggers mo. And kung sakali man matrigger yung damdamin mo that will lead to anxiety, always remind yourself na yung mga triggers na yan, nanggaling yan sa formative years ng buhay mo. Lahat yan, root yan ng childhood experiences, childhood trauma. Yung tinatawag na formative years, sa edad na 5 to 12 years natin, yung mga experiences natin doon, kung yung mga paano tayo niloko, first time natin naka-feel ng hurt, betrayal, trust issues, lahat yan, nangyari yan sa mga formative years natin. So, pagdating sa adult life natin, may mga triggers that remind us yung mga old feelings, mga old wounds, mga unfinished business, mga unresolved issues natin during the formative years. Pag na-trigger yan, naaalala natin yan ulit. Then, yan yung nag-enhance or i-increase ng anxiety natin. So, pag nangyari yan, always remind yourself na you are stronger now. You are an adult now. You are capable of helping yourself, and you have all the available resources that can heal you, help you heal. Kasi yung mga panahon na bata pa tayo, we are so helpless. Kunwari, may mga traumatic experience tayo at home, nag-aaway yung mother, father, sibling rivalry, may mga binubuli tayo ng mga friends natin, neighbors, mga external factors that we are so helpless. Kung kaya lahat yon, we are so vulnerable, so lahat yon nag-cause sa atin ng trauma, unresolved feelings. Kung sakali man ma-encounter nyo yung mga triggers na yon, always remind yourself that this time, you are stronger and you have all the resources available to you to heal yourself. This time, you have money, time, energy to cope up, to heal your inner child. Kung ano yung mga comfort food, mga material things na hindi mo na-afford noon na can bring you comfort, pwede mo nang i-acquire ngayon, bilihin ngayon. Pamper yourself. to overcome yung mga triggers, mga anxiety triggers, mga stressful events na nagko-connect sa formative years mo. Kasi mga formative years mo, mga bata pa tayo noon, wala tayong kakayahan na mag-self-soothe or i-comfort yung sarili natin. But now, always remind yourself, you are stronger now. You have the resources now to heal your inner child. And what else? Maaaring you don't have all the things that you want right now, but you have available resources sa'yo. Make use of them. Enjoy what you have, enjoy while it lasts, and kung ano available resources sa'yo, use it to optimize para mapasaya mo sa sarili mo. Resources, I'm referring to money, kung kaya mo nang mag-travel, bilihin yung mga comfort foods, yung mga favorite things mo, go on a journey, hobbies, i-pick up mo yung mga hobbies na mga nahinto mo na, go out, meet new people, go clubbing, party, reach out sa o kaya nag-divert mo yung energy mo sa mga charity, helping others, getting a pet, yung mga love na hindi mo na-receive. Pwede mong i-divert yung energy. Instead na yung mga love na hindi mo na-receive, ikaw yung mag-give sa iba. You can divert your love through charity works, get a pet, magtanim, something like that. It's good that you express your feelings. Sabi nga, you have to validate your feelings. Kailangan i-reflect mo yung inner world mo outside para ma-heal mo yung sarili mo. Expression is a therapy. Yun lang, yung inner peace mo can contribute sa inner peace din ng paligid mo. The same thing, kung meron kang inner chaos, it can destabilize the surroundings around you. So, yung galit mo, nagra-radiate yan nagre-reflect yan sa behavior mo, sa actions, sa words mo. So, kung napupuno ka ng galit, mailalabas mo yan So, yung inner chaos mo can destabilize din yung mga tao sa paligid mo, yung circumstances sa paligid mo. So, what I'm trying to say is, kailangan pakalmahin mo yung inner chaos mo para you cannot give what you don't have. So, kailangan mo munang i-treat yung inner chaos mo, develop inner peace, and then, yung inner peace mo, mag-radiate yan, magko-contribute din yan ng peace outside around you. So, kung mangyari ulit na matrigger yung mga anxiety mo, always remind yourself, you are stronger now, you have the resources now to heal your inner child, and use the grounding technique. Yung grounding technique means it's ginagamit to sa mga psychotherapy. So, grounding technique means you have to be present. Feel your surroundings, use your five senses. Pag na-anxious ka, always remind yourself, I should be here at the present moment. Kasi ang anxiety, either na cause niyan yung mga troubles, mga worries mo in the past, or mga troubles or worries mo in the future. Masyado mong iniisip what will happen, at saka o kaya what could have happened. So yung mga what ifs sa past, tsaka yung what's supposed to happen in the future. So you have to stay in the present moment by using grounding technique. Paano ba yung grounding technique? So kapag na lumilipad na naman yung isip mo, na-anxious ka na naman, remind yourself, Then, use the grounding technique. It means 5 things, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, using your 5 senses. First, identify 5 things that you can see around you. And then, identify 4 things that you can hear around you. And then, identify 3 things that you can smell around you. Then number 2, identify 2 things that you can feel. And then identify 1 thing that you can taste. So pag na-identify mo yung 5 things that you can see, hear, smell, touch, and taste, magiging connected ka ulit sa present moment. Yan yung tinatawag na grounding technique. Just give it a try. Then, kapag na-connect mo na ulit yung isip mo, yung damdamin mo sa present, na agaw mo na yung attention mo from the future and from the past. So, from there, dahan-dahan, magkakaroon ka ulit ng control, ng awareness, how to regulate your feelings. So, awareness sa mga triggers and grounding technique, yan yung mga ways, practical ways that you can use to manage your anxiety. So, kung meron kayong mga suggestion, kung nakaka-relate kayo sa topic na to, you can write your comments down below the comment section. And please like and subscribe to this channel. And we will talk more about anxiety, breakup, healing, and personality development, personal growth, breakup recovery. So, see you again in the next video. And I hope na day by day, you learn the skill of emotional regulation that can help you towards the recovery and healing that you are looking for. For now, take care. Bye.